Good evening, one and all. Today is an important day in the history of India and particularly in the life of Indian youth. This land, India, seems to be God's chosen land. It has given birth to many great stalwarts, great souls like Shankaracharya, Madhvacharya, Ramanujacharya, Basavanna, Raja Ram Mohan Roy, Mahatma Gandhi, Buddha, and so on. God often chooses India to perform his miracles. One such miracle happened on 12th Jan 1863 in the family of Vishwanatha Datta and Bhuvaneshwari. A child, Narendra Datta, took birth on this beautiful day. As a child, Narendranath Datta was restless and naughty. Its parent had tough time in handling him. Mother Bhuvaneshwari had lots of concern regarding the future of this child. But this miracle child had something else in store. This child was recognized as the great Swami Vivekananda by the world in 1893 when he delivered the famous speech in the Parliament of World Religions in Chicago. Yes, today, indeed a special day for all of us. Government of India in the year 1984 has declared Swami Vivekananda's birthday as National Youth Day. Hence, every year 12th January is observed as National Youth Day. I call upon Ms. Arinakshi from Computer Science Department to kindly welcome today's chief guest. Over to you, madam. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Anand. Good evening, one and all who are participating in this webinar. It is my great privilege to welcome our chief speaker of this webinar, Swami Vivekananda Maharaj, a monk of Ramakrishna Ashram. A warm welcome to you, Swamiji, behalf of the management, staff and students of St. Philomena's College. Swami Vivekananda ji is the former editor of Viveka Prabha, a Kannada monthly magazine of Ramakrishna Mutt, and the present chief editor of Prabuddha Bharata or Awakened India, an English magazine which is started by Swami Vivekananda himself in July 1896 in Mayavati, Uttarakhand. Prabuddha Bharata is the India's longest running English journal since 1896. Swamiji Vivekananda ji was also the Acharya in the Probationer Training Center, Belur Mutt, West Bengal. Swamiji regularly contributes informative and motivational articles in various reputed journals and has authored few books, namely How to Face the Examination Without Fear. And his lectures are popular, which are welcomed by youth, devotees and learned people. It is time to listen to Swamiji's speech of encouragement. Thank you one and all. Swamiji, I humbly request you to take over the session.
नमः श्रीयतिराजाय विवेकानन्दसूरये सच्चित्सुखस्वरूपाय स्वामिने तापहारिणे. Dear friends, today is the National Youth Day, the Swami Vivekananda's birthday. Swami Vivekananda is the icon for the youth. That is why Government of India is celebrating this day as the National Youth Day. What is the relevance of Swami Vivekananda to the youth? This is the topic of discussion today. Swami Vivekananda taught us fearlessness. Swami Vivekananda taught us the importance of strength in our lives. And apart from Swami Vivekananda taught us three C's, and he taught the concentration, the confidence, and the character. Here lies the importance, the relevance of Swami Vivekananda to the youth, especially the students' community. Let us first try to understand the personality, the life and personality of this great soul. Swami Vivekananda was born in Calcutta in 1863 on January 12th. He was a bright young man and he studied Eastern and Western philosophy. He was adept in meditation. He was a young man of character and he met the great mystic saint called Sri Ramakrishna, and he asked the question, "Sir, have you seen God?" Sri Ramakrishna answered him, "Not only have I seen God, I will be able to show you also, and I have seen God more intensely than I am seeing you." And Sri Ramakrishna taught him how to realize God. Swami Vivekananda, later he traveled all over India and realized that India is in poverty. India's poor are in dire constrained condition. They don't have food, they don't have education, they are oppressed, they are persecuted for thousands of years by the upper classes and the educated classes of India. He decided to go to the West and preach Vedanta, the traditional wisdom of India, and collect money and for the welfare of the poor in India. In 1893, he went to America, participated in the Parliament of Religion held in Chicago, and he gave his speech on the very opening day on 11th September 1893. His very first words, "Sisters and brothers of America," and he got a thunderous applause and he was welcomed everywhere for his erudition, his great oratory, his extraordinary personality, his scholarship, his attractive character. He was welcomed everywhere and he was facilitated. He preached the Vedanta philosophy. He taught the spirituality of India everywhere in the West, including Europe, England, and came back to India in 1897. He gave lectures from Colombo to Almora in several places, especially in Tamil Nadu. And he called upon his countrymen to rise and awake and stop not till the goal is reached. He gave two goals for the Indian people: service and spirituality. He gave the message of service. He said real spirituality lies in serving the poor people. He says we should be able to see God in man because the man, the human being, is the living representation of God. Swami Vivekananda established the world-renowned Ramakrishna Mutt and Mission in 1897 and he passed away in 1902. This is in short the life story of Swami Vivekananda. Now coming to his message, first of all, he echoed the message of the Upanishad, the age-old teachings of India. Upanishad says, everyone is divine. The nature of every human being is not just body, mind or intellect. It is the light of Atman. It is the light of consciousness which is laying behind this body, mind and intellect. And that is the real nature of every human being. Swami Vivekananda puts the same teaching in this way. Each man is potentially divine. The goal is to manifest that divinity. He says this is the essence of every religion. He gave definition of religion in this manner. Religion is the manifestation of divinity already in man. He gave the definition of education as education is the manifestation of perfection already in man. For him, the religion is nothing but self-development, self-discovery. The human development itself is religion. He says religion is not in believing, but in becoming. Everyone should discover the immense source of strength in them. In order to achieve that, they should develop infinite confidence. The confidence, he calls it as Shraddha. So we shall dwell upon this in detail. First teaching Swami Vivekananda gave to the youth is to be fearless. Don't have any fear. It is the fear that weakens you. Weakness is death. Strength is life. This is what Swamiji teaches. It is very relevant to us, the young community, the student community, because we fail to achieve success in our life, whether academically or otherwise, only due to fear and inferiority complex. Swami Vivekananda says, you have all strength in you. You can do whatever you want. You can achieve everything. Whatever you want, the strength, wisdom, knowledge, everything is within you. You need not get anything from outside. Just discover your potential. The message of the potentiality, the immense potential within a human being, Swamiji teaches to the young men of India. And Swami Vivekananda also teaches that strength is the main factor in one's life. Strength is life, weakness is death. Strength, be strong, and everything follows. Strength means not just the strength of the body, not just the strength of the intellect, but strength gained by the firm belief that I am not body, I am not mind, I am not intellect, but I am the Supreme Spirit. I can do everything and I am everything. This self-belief will transform one's life and one will be able to achieve everything in one's life. So we have covered two messages. One is the message of strength, another is the message of fearlessness. Both are complementary to each other. Where there is strength, there is fearlessness. And there is fearlessness, there is strength. And this is the message of Swamiji. And what is education? Swamiji gave new orientation to education. Education is not just by hearting the books or learning information. Information gathering is not education. Then what is education? Education is that by which willpower is developed and a character is formed and concentration is gained. These three important components of the education have to be achieved. The first one is concentration, character, and also one's own self-belief, confidence. These three have to be achieved. That is why he called real education character making education. Rather, he called it man making education. Who is a man? A man with a character is a real man. A man without character is next to brute. So let us dwell upon these three C's, three requirements of the true education. The first one is concentration. Swami Vivekananda says, the main goal of education is concentration. If we learn concentration, we can learn anything and everything on the earth. We can master any subject. What is concentration? We have to focus on one thing at a time, leaving everything and concentrate or focus on only one thing at a time. This is what is called concentration. Concentration needs strength of mind. Swamiji called it power of the mind. According to him, the power of the mind is infinite. You can do wonders if you can focus your mind. That is what a scientist does. When he focuses his mind, he discovers the secrets of nature. This is what an intellectual person does, a writer does. He focuses and he creates wonderful books. That creativity comes from concentration. Concentration needs, as I have already told you, the power of mind. The power of mind requires, according to Swamiji, brahmacharya, the control of mind, control of body, control of organ. This is very, very important according to Swamiji. So we have noted here, concentration is the essence of education, without which education is incomplete. It is not at all an education, it is not at all an education. So if we read books, that is of no use, Swami Vivekananda says. The whole library has got many books, and nobody calls a library a wise library or scholarly library. It is a man who is called a scholar because he has imbibed that wisdom. We should understand the difference between knowledge and wisdom also. Knowledge is real seeing, darshana it is called, realization, seeing the truth, and wisdom is maturity of mind, and both require the concentration. The real wisdom is there where our body, mind, and intellect are focused, and we strive hard to achieve our purpose in life. According to Swami Vivekananda, the freedom is our goal. The goal of life is freedom of the soul. We have to free we had to be free from all kinds of evil. We had to be free from egoism. We had to be free from selfishness. We have to be perfectly unselfish. Unselfishness is God according to Him. We had to work hard without any attachment. We have to be a men of character. This is the message of Swami Vivekananda with respect to concentration. Next comes confidence. This is another trait or quality we have to develop while we are educating in our educational institutions. What is confidence? It is not a normal confidence, an ordinary idea of confidence Swamiji is speaking. Swamiji says here, we have to develop faith. The Sanskrit term in faith is called Shraddha. Shraddha has got a wider meaning. What is Shraddha? Respecting the elders, our teachers, is Shraddha. Respecting the subject we are studying is what is called Shraddha. Believing in the truthfulness of what we are studying, what we have heard from our teachers is what is called Shraddha. The positive state of mind is called Shraddha. The receptivity to receive the knowledge is what is called Shraddha. You cannot cultivate on the barren land. It has to be watered. We have to put fertilizer. The fertile land, which is well watered, then only you can do cultivation. In the same way, a positive state of mind, the mind which says, I can do, and that mind only can receive the knowledge. That is why Sri Krishna says in the Gita, Shraddhavan labhate jnanam. Only the man of faith can receive the knowledge. Why we are unable to receive the proper knowledge in our educational institutions? We may pass the examinations with flying color, we may get 90 plus marks, but we will not be educated unless we imbibe the spirit of Shraddha. Shraddha is the means of true knowledge. True knowledge will lead us to freedom, liberation. As I have already told you, liberation from all kinds of fear, all kinds of evil tendencies. And it is the science of human development we see here. So in order to achieve that, we have to have tremendous Shraddha. Swami Vivekananda says, old religion says faith in God. The new religion says faith in oneself. Faith, we have to have faith in ourselves. Have tremendous confidence that will lead to success. This is what Swami Vivekananda says. The third mantra of Swami Vivekananda, please remember other two mantras. The first mantra is concentration. The second mantra is confidence or the faith in oneself or Shraddha. The third one is character. I have already emphasized the importance of character. What is the difference between a human being and an animal? An animal, a brute, doesn't differentiate between what is right and what is wrong. A human being can. A human being can really become divine only by the character. We have an old saying. It is character that really makes the difference. You can buy everything by wealth. You can live without wealth, but you cannot live without character. It is character that pays. If we study the lives of great men like Mahatma Gandhi, Jawaharlal Nehru, Subhash Chandra Bose, Balagangadhar Tilak, what you find common among all of them is the character. The truthfulness is the main component of the character. What we speak, that we should implement in our action, apply in our action. Our mind, thought, and our speech and action all should be in harmony. This is the what is called truthfulness. To make one in harmony, our mind, thoughts, and our speech, and also our action. Swami Vivekananda cautions us, pay special attention to the thoughts. It is thoughts that make up a man. It is thoughts that make up our character. Swami Vivekananda says, every thought combines into a man's character. Character is nothing but the tendencies we gathered in our mind. Those tendencies are formed by the thoughts. Every thought, whether it is good or bad, contribute to our character. If the amount of good thoughts are more, we develop good character. If the amount of bad thoughts are more, we develop bad character. So society gave importance not to wealthy persons, not to people who have extraordinary talents. The society gives importance, status, respect, recognition to men of character. The character is very important in one's life. So Swami Vivekananda says, a true education is one through which one can develop the character. So we have covered many points today. We have started with the fearlessness. That is the message of Swami Vivekananda. The second is the message of strength. And we came to know, we learned what is meant by real education. Real education is concentration. And real education is acquiring confidence, shraddha, faith in oneself. And also the real education is gaining real confidence within ourselves. The true message of Swami Vivekananda is the message of the Upanishads, which says each man is potentially divine. The goal is to manifest the divinity. What is that divinity? Swami Vivekananda says, here divinity means the source of all strength, source of all happiness, the infinity. We want to be infinite. We want to live in infinite. We want to live for infinite period. We want to have infinite happiness. We want to have infinite strength. And all these qualities or the traits or the capacities are the within us. So Vedanta, which Swami Vivekananda taught us, is the science of immense possibility. So Vedanta doesn't recognize a human being as someone who is the bundle of body and mind. It recognizes him or her as the spirit, the Atman, the consciousness, the divine itself. If we can understand this, our life will be better. We will develop zeal to life. we will be enthusiastic, and we develop confidence, and that will take us to success. The last point I want to touch upon is Swamiji's patriotism. He says, for the next 50 years, leave all the gods, the Mother India alone be your goddesses, the mother of worship. He called upon the people of India, especially the truth, to serve the poor people of India. It is the poor, they are real gods to you, he said. Serve them, it is the real worship of God. Seeing God in man is the message of Swami Vivekananda. So we have to develop intellectually, we have to develop physically, we have to be strong physically, we have to be strong intellectually, we have to discover our spiritual potential. Along with that, we should engage in service of others. And this is the message of Swami Vivekananda, which has universal relevance and it is very, very helpful for the overall development of a human being. And it is very, very essential for every youth of India, not only youth of India, every youth of this world. I conclude this short speech by paying my salutations to the prophet of modern India, the awakener of modern India, Swami Vivekananda, and I hope every one of you will imbibe his teachings, will implement his teachings in your life and become the great sons of India as Swami Vivekananda was. Thank you very much.
Right, friends, we have come to the end of the program. It is my duty, with a sense of gratitude, to thank all those people who have worked behind the screen in making this program successful. First of all, I would like to thank Swami Vivekananda Maharaj, Mayavati, Uttarakhand, for his precious time and sharing his thought about the life of Swami Vivekananda and his contribution to India. I also thank Reverend Father Dr. Bernard Prakash Barnis, the Rector Manager of our college. Thank you, Father. I also thank our Vice Rector, Reverend Father Maria Xavier, for his support. Thank you, Father. Our campus administrator, Reverend Father John Paul, I also sincerely thank you for your support. I also thank our principal, Dr. Ruth Shantakumari, Madam, our vice principals, the teaching staff, and all of you. Special thanks to our technical staff. Once again, I thank one and all. Let us arise, awake, and let us not stop until we reach our goal. Thank you.